Yeah, you're an absolute perfect team, actually. All you guys, man, all you guys seem to have good chemistry together, and you guys are keeping it straight, and you guys are doing exactly what you guys have been doing in a positive way in every aspect. Since I live here in Oxnard, and a lot of people are here talking about boxing all the time, and for whatever reasons, there's a lot of people that see Brandon Rios as a guy that gets confrontational with his opponents before fights, or talks a lot of crap, or says whatever that he says. But I've seen this other side of you, man. I mean, you do all these meet and greets that just load up the place. I remember asking Israel Vasquez about a meet and greet you had over at his gym, and he said, it was an amazing sight to see, all the people you bring. And then you do all these charities, helping out, all these women charities and kids that are sick and all that stuff. So there's that other side of you that a lot of people don't see. What does helping other people or people in your community, what does that mean to you personally?
Well, helping other people, I've always been like that ever since for a long time. My early careers, I always wanted to help out. People that really need help, that's who I help out. That's just me, man. I do a lot of charity work. Before, I never really, did out to a community, do a public announcement, what I'm doing, everything. But since I got a PR team, they've been doing it, and we've been getting a lot of people coming, helping out, donation for cancer charity. I think, when is it, June? We have a 5K a cancer walk. Our plan is to raise 1,500. So right now we're almost close to our goal to raise 1,500. We have people signing up to raise money to go out there and walk, because I'm going to be out there and I'm going to run it. So you can run it, you can walk it, you can bring your kids, you can do whatever. As long as you go out there and support these kids, it means a lot to me, because I've been to the Children's Hospital in L.A., man, it was something that I never wanted to go see again. Because I tip my hat off to the parents that see their kids going to all those treatment and everything. It just makes you respect your kids more and cherish your kids way more. Seeing the stuff that I seen, I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. So I just want to give back and just do what my heart is, man. I got a great heart, but in the ring, I'm a warrior. Outside the ring, I'm a loving dad. I love to be with my family. I don't like to go out and party and drink and stuff like that. I'm a family guy. I like to be home. There's no problems at home. You never get in trouble, you never get arrested. You're home. But all this stuff like that, it means a lot to me. I always want to do it because I got a good heart, and I don't do it just for the publicity. I do it because my heart, and I do it because that's what I love to do. So, it's all good, though. People don't see that side of me because, I hardly let them see that side, because I'm a warrior. And when I talk smack, then I talk smack. That's just me. I'm always been like that. I never hide what I got to say. I always let out whatever I got to say. Whatever's on my mind, I'm going to say it. And if it means in a bad way, it's a bad way. If it means in a good way, it's a good way. If it means in a joking way, it's in a joking way. That's just who I am. And, I don't like to get along. I don't let people easily in my camp and then around my circle a lot.
And you defend what you love no matter what, right?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly. That's what I do, and that's what I love. So, it's cool, man. It's all good. Everybody knows that, and some people that knows around me, they know that. Some people around me that don't know how I am and how I joke around, they call me, he's a dick, he's a prick, he thinks he's better than us, he thinks this and that. Hey, but that's all good because they don't know me. I know what I'm about, and I know what I can do.
What's something cool, I was talking to your PR person, Nancy, earlier, and, she was saying, oh, yeah, sorry we couldn't do the interview, earlier. It's just Brandon always needs time with his family after fights, and there's nothing more and nothing to hate on when your family or, the people you love is your priority.
Like I told you, man, I'm a family man. I like to just, when I'm not training and when I'm done fighting, I like to stay home. You won't hardly catch me going out, drinking a beer, being with friends, always out and about. If you want to catch me at my house or with my wife and kids, with the family here. Or my wife, they'll be out and I'll be home still playing. I'll just be home playing the PlayStation or just watch TV. Because you know what? Honestly, I like being home. I'm just one type of guy that likes to be home. It's like my dad. My dad's the same way. My dad just likes to be home. He don't like to go out. He don't like to do nothing really. He likes to be home. And we're comfortable. As long as I'm comfortable and happy being home, I don't give a shit what anybody else has got to say.
You brought up you had 2 kids and one on the way. What's the big news? Is it going to be a boy or girl? What's the name going to be?
I don't know if we haven't found out yet. She's 4 months, and next month in May, I think May 8th, we find out the sex. Hopefully, if they let us see it. Well, actually, I got 4 kids here. I got not here, but I got 4 kids altogether. Plus, there's gonna be one more on my way, so I got 5 kids. I got 2 in Kansas. My previous relationship, I got 2 out there. I got a girl and a boy, and then with my wife, I got a girl and a boy, and plus she's on the way right now. She's expecting another. So I have a 2-year-old here. My daughter is in Kansas, 9. My son is 7 over there. My daughter here is 2, and my son's he just turned 1. Actually, April 18th, his birthday. He just turned 1, and my wife is pregnant again. So fuck, man, I'm just back to back. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You know, I love kids. I love kids a lot, man. I always like to help out the kids.
People would figure, hey, you know what? Brandon's an all-out warrior. He goes all out when he's in the ring. He seems like he has no heart. And you're talking about all these kids. And you seem to really love them. You brought up your kids from Kansas and the ones you got here and the ones on the way, or the baby on the way. But how are you with kids? Are you pretty patient with them and how they learn? And are you playful with them? How are you like at home?
Oh yeah, man. See, the warrior and the thing I love to fight. That's the gym. That's the side that nobody can get to me. Nobody can make me change who I am. Nobody can do anything about it. Because the way I am in the gym is the way I am. The way I fight is the way I fight. And that's just me. I don't give a fuck. Robert can try. Robert have tried and tried. Everybody have tried, and everybody have tried to break me, and they can't break me. Because you know what? If you didn't break me, don't try to make me. So nobody can break me in that. But when I'm home, oh, dude, I'm a clown, man. I love being with my kid. I'm like a kid again. I never had a childhood life. So I'm a kid all over again. I like to, for toys, I get more excited than my kid does for toys. Look at this. Look at that. And my wife's all, what? You buy that for you or for the kid? I'm like, I bought it for all of us. Shit, what the hell? So, I love being a kid. And
so the kid in you always comes out when you're around.
Yeah, and not only that, but I won't get old fast. You know what I mean? To me, I stay young. And even the kids out on the street, kids that go to my in-law store in Gonzales at the Gonzales Market, they walk in. I play with kids. Even on the street, I play with kids. I fucking buy them candy and stuff like that because I like being a kid and I like to have them enjoy life. I like to have them have fun. So I told them, hey, what you guys want? It's on me today. Go buy toys. Go buy your candy, whatever in the store. Go get what you get. I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it. So, I'm just a kid, man. I love being a kid.
You talked about all these kids in the streets and all that stuff. Where do you think you would be if it wasn't for boxing?
Honestly, if it wasn't for boxing, I was going to a bad route before I came over here, got married and everything. I think I would have been in jail, honestly. I would have been in jail. Actually, when I first came down here, I was ready to live in the life in Kansas as a troublemaker, as a fuck-up, always in and out of jail and everything. And when I came down here, honestly, I started hanging around with people. I started just being with them all the time, riding around with them at night, kicking around Colonia at night. And, I wanted to, I thought that was fucking badass. That's the way I grew up, so I thought it was badass, living that life. But if it wasn't for boxing, if it wasn't for my wife, if it wasn't for my friend Donald and Robert, they saved me. Especially my wife, she saved me because when she had my first daughter, I turned my life around. When she gave me my girl, it turned my life around again. So, you know what? I respect her for that. Like I said, my other 2 kids in Kansas over there, I respect them. I love them a lot. And then when I have my daughter here with my wife, that they just turned my life around again. It made me think, fuck, I gotta man up. I gotta be a dad. I gotta fucking support my wife and my family. So you know what? It turned my life around, and that's where I'm at today. And look at me. It done the good. It done it for the good, not for the bad. It helped out a lot.
And what if one of your children decided one day want to get into the boxing life? What would you tell them?
Hey, I told her if they want to get in the boxing life, they better make sure that's what they want. Honestly, to me, if my kid wants to do it, it doesn't bother me. I'll let them do it. But if they want to do it, they can't just do it just think it's fun and fuck around. Hell no. If my kid want to do it, they better do it and they better want to do it because if they don't, their ass, I'll beat their ass. I'm like, hell no, then you better go back to school or you're going to go to school. To me, if they're going to be in my house, they got to go to school, work, or if they want to do boxing and do it. But first of all, they got to finish school. They got to do schooling. Everything's great for them.
The Robert Garcia gym and all the guys in there, all the pro fighters, whether it be Mikey or Benlos, his nephew, or, any of, Robert's guys, his stable there. What do you think of all them? What do you think as you guys as a group of soldiers? How do you see, your whole team there?
Well, Robert has a great team from the 12 rounds to the 4-rounders. All of us. Robert has a good stable camp. Mikey, me, we had Kelly Pack, but he retired. We got Madonna, great guys. We got 4-rounders that's in the gym that's doing great. They keep winning. And
Nonito and the Mexican Russian, too.
And we got the Mexican Russian that just want to see the Mexican Russian. That guy, man, he inspired me a lot because he comes to the gym. I remember one time he was here for for 1 year straight. He has his wife and kids in Russia. He didn't go back to Russia. He stayed at 1 year straight and just fight, make money, send everything back. But, man, you talking about a hard-working guy. That guy, you don't have to tell him, man. That guy he's a beast. When he first came to Oxnard, he didn't know no English really, nothing. To get to the gym, he used to ride his bike to get everywhere. And now he knows English. He got his driver license, and he bought a car here. And, man, this guy is a monster, man. And at his 15th pro debut, his 15th fight professional, he became a world champion. I told all the kids and all the brothers in the gym, man, you guys got to learn from somebody like that. I learned from him because I'm like, wow, that dude is a monster. Because when he trains, and he's a badass, man. He's a badass fighter.
He literally came from nowhere and just blew up really quick too, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He came from Russia. Nobody knew who he was. He came down here. He just came to the gym, and he told Robert everybody that he's going to become a world champion. And ever since then, we used to see him sparring. That's when I got man, this guy's he fights like a Mexican. So that's why I call him the Mexican Russian. I'm the one that started the Mexican Russian with him. And ever since then, man, he's a monster, man. He learned English. He learns, like I say, he learned English. He got a driver's license. The car, dude, come on, man. From nothing, just out of middle of nowhere, just to say, I'm gonna be a champion, and this is what I want. And look what happened. That's what he became.
And all you guys, man, that whole group over there with Robert and his gym, and from you to Mikey to everybody in between, man, you guys have all proven. Everybody in the boxing world, Oxnard just lit up. You guys highlighted the name Oxnard in the boxing world. And coming from a guy that loves boxing, loves Oxnard, loves the history of boxing, and loves boxing in Oxnard, you're a big part of it, Brandon. And I'm glad to finally have got you on, brother. And I'm glad to have talked to you and got all this information from you. And from one guy to the other one, man. You're a badass, man. You got all the heart in the world. You've shown everything that you can. You've given us some of the best fights in the last several months. Given us 2 great fights. And I have a feeling that whoever, you fight next, whether it be, Pacquiao, Alvarado, whoever it might be, Marquez, you're going to give us that same heart, that same soul, that same warrior mentality that you've always given us, man. And I appreciate it very much. Brandon, thank you very much for coming on to theboxingbar.com. And it meant a lot to me personally to finally get you on. And thank you very much, my brother.
Oh, no, man. Thank you very much. Sorry if it took so long and everything, but at any time now, man, anytime you want, just get a hold of Manting right away. I'll put you online first, man. I'll tell you, man, ace out, quick out. So, hey, thank you very much. It means a lot to be here in Oxnard to fight with one of the great trainers, to be around one of the great trainers. The one that taught him is his pops, and the one that's just doing great in history. And Robert's the new G. The old G's getting old, so Robert's the new G, and he's doing great work, and he got great fighters. And I'm just very glad and very blessed to be here in Oxnard, a beautiful city. And I just want to say thanks to all my fans around here in Oxnard. Thank you guys. I love you guys. It's always a blessing to have support from the California, the 85. And not only that, even the haters out there. Hey, thank you for hating me because you still watch out good. Thank you guys. And you know what? It's always a blessing. And like I said, Boxing Bar, Albert, I'm going to tell Nancy that whenever you need an interview, we'll get you on ASAP.
Thank you very much. It means a lot to me, my brother. Thank you very much, and good luck to you and everything.
All right, man. Thank you very much.